Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Niners 3, Seahawks nothing.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 32-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and we get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the
little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Let's see, yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is taken around the 12. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And now here's a carry heading left. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Paul Richardson. 39 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
The kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Niners 10, Seahawks 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Dee Ford, his second sack of the night. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Sack lunch. Listen. 17, Mike 17. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Tuck 50.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
I can't believe they didn't let you play.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
A 41-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take it.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by San Francisco.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Russell Wilson.
Eric Armstead breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
17's Mike. Here we go. Mike 17, Mike 17. I want that. 18. Defense, give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Mike 17.
Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants. Shoot. Rush in.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mike 13. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 14.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mike 13. All day, dog. Mike 13.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
21-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Niners 20, Seahawks 3. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
He's coming. Check in. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game. Well, they certainly didn't appear to be firing.
look at me.